we were just going to get into Revival and the way that it was received, and you were about to give some of your thoughts on why they may have been the case.
Well, if you remember when right before the album came out, the track list leaked. And I don't know if you remember this, but I said, you watch, people are going to say this shit is trash. And
right, without hearing it, just based on the trash the track
and I'm not
list.
saying I'm not making excuses for that album. I'm just saying, like, that was.
You think that was a big part of the negative reaction?
I think that what might have happened is, you know how sometimes, like, let's say you see a trailer for a movie.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, this shit's going to be trash. And then
if the trailer sucks, yeah.
Yeah, this shit's going to be trash. And then your friend makes you go to that movie.
Mm-hmm.
You're pissed off that you got to go to this movie.
Right.
And you're like, even if you thought it was good, great, whatever, you're going to say it's trash because you don't want to be wrong.
Okay.
So sometimes with certain music critics, people who write shit about shit,
they have the same sort of predisposed idea.
Yeah.
They influence
and they don't want to be
thoughts.
wrong. They don't want to be wrong about some shit.
Right.
And there are a few songs on the album that I do wish I could have back. Like there's, I don't know which ones, I can't think of offhand, but like there's a couple of them that weren't, you know, great. But then I feel like, I don't know.
There's no backsies. So right. I think maybe what you're saying is the track listing came out and it had all these big features on it, and some of them were pop features.
Yep.
Right. So you thought you felt like your core fans maybe negatively reacted to the idea that there was big pop artists on this record, and they thought it was just going to be some soft fluff project. And it was like, in your mind, like seeing a bad trailer.
Mm-hmm.
And when they went to listen to it, they had this predetermined idea of what they thought the album was going to be like and what it was going to sound like.
I told you this shit would be trash. I told you.
Yeah.
They
already thought that it was going to suck.
Yeah.
So there was almost nothing that could have been done. So,
which is hence the reason that ever since then, every project we drop, there's no rollout. We just drop it, because I feel like you give people time to think and say, well, he better have a song like this, or I'm not gonna listen to this shit. He better not have a song like this, because I ain't listening to that shit. That shit's trash. So it just depends on what ears you sit down to listen to music in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.